Peace and greetings. Presenting the Network of Awareness podcast radio station, providing in-depth information on society and culture in America and abroad, bringing you truth messages of inspiration, keen insight, reputable interviews, and so much more. So now, for the truth you've been waiting for, your host of the Network of Awareness podcast, ORRA, the informationalist.
Network of Awareness makes your brain coherent. One of the fastest growing podcasts. You can hear it 24/7. Got listeners out in London, informationalists in Paris. The echo spreading out, no parrot. Just dissect, digest, and share it. The righteous rhymes hit the spirit. Click 90 times, it won't perish. Cause y'all's the mind ain't no fairy tale like the Valley our parents. It's time to rise, don't get wary. United minds, it's apparent. Download every single errand, but most ain't fit to catch it, even if they were Larry. Interviews, the interludes, they into you, taking you on a journey like no other. It places you in a state of awareness. It's your fault if you hate the truth, cause Yahweh been Yahweh's on his way, my brother. Better change your views. All praise to Yah.
Peace and greetings, brothers and sisters. This is ORRA, the informationalist, and you're now tuned in to the Network of Awareness. And welcome to Faith Over Fear Friday. Now, I am going to be publishing another show that you'll be getting on Saturday morning in regards to filling up the 5-day week show, which I put shows out daily, Monday through Friday. But as you know, sometimes, brothers and sisters, I'll get caught up with other obligations and projects and things. So what I usually do is I'll fill in the episodes that we miss, just like we missed the episode on Thursday. And that's where I will do the bonus episodes or the episodes to catch up on the weekend. So we'll have another episode for the Sabbath tomorrow. But this was supposed to be on Thursday, but now I'm releasing it on Faith Over Fear Friday. So if you get to join this live broadcast, that's great. We started a little bit late. Supposed to start at 10:30, but I was getting some counsel and going over some scriptures, so that definitely was important. But now I'm here, and Faith Over Fear Fridays, baby. And for all those that have started their Sabbath tonight, say peace and blessings to you, brothers and sisters. And for those that are going to be tuning in to the live or downloading this show after this show is over, I say peace and greetings to you. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about music, spiritual versus carnal. And the reason I decided to do this is because there's a breakdown that I'm going to give about this documentary called Rockstar. And it talks about how the younger generation, the teenagers and the younger adults, these are the adults that they're like from the ages of like 21 to 26. And you have a lot of the these younger generations of people that are gravitating to a music that is heavily influenced by the pharmaceutical industry, which is making a lot of our children depressed. It's making the young children depressed, our teenagers, and even the younger adults that are in their 20s. They're always depressed. And it seems like depression is a badge of honor these days, where it's like, if you're depressed, I'm depressed, and we're just depressed together. And it seems to be cool. It's like the hip thing to be depressed and to be on Xanax and antidepressants and Oxycontin and all these painkillers to numb the pain. And it's like, I feel like a lot of this is being socially conditioned and engineered for these children to feel like this. But at the same time, a lot of these drugs have this type of effect where it starts to leave a whole generation hopeless, because when it comes to pharmaceuticals, it's evil, it's poison, right? That's what pharmaca means poison. So it's not a coincidence that the very thing that means poison is poisoning the world, especially people here in America. It's a big problem. Matter of fact, not only is it a big problem with all different cultural backgrounds here in America, but especially with the so-called white, Caucasian, European men and women here in America. They are being completely decimated in their numbers when it comes to the opioid crisis. And you've heard me talk about it before here in the Florida, Tampa Bay area that I'm in, when I've had discussions with several fire departments. They basically said, hey, 7 out of 10 calls that we go to is for a drug overdose, where sometimes we get to resuscitate, take them to the hospital, and sometimes they don't make it. But that's a lot of the Carnal music, right? But there's a lot of spiritual music, and that's the music that doesn't really get publicized. That's the music that is hard to find, but it's out there. And I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to have brothers and sisters send me very spiritual music that is very uplifting. And it's very important, people, that we pay close attention to what we're listening to. Because if we're not filling our spirit with positive, righteous, inspiring music, then what we do is we go to that cardinal music that inspires us to act cardinally, that inspires the lower nature of the human being, that ignites the lower chakras. And that's why a lot of the music has compelled and inspired people to become more sexualized, hypersexualized with the women, even hypersexualized with the men, but hypersexualized for men, where it's made men a little bit more feminine and be kind of more catered to men becoming more homosexual and more feminine. And it's masculinized, if that's even a word. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's made the women more masculine, especially our young women. And it's this whole do without wilt type of music that's out here today, that Aleister Crowley, who was a big time Luciferian warlock, that basically predicted a lot of that, his influence along with the satanic agenda was going to bring about this wickedness within the music. And they've been very successful, but at the end of the day, the Most High is in control of everything. And I salute to all the brothers and sisters that are putting out this positive music and that are giving their praise to the Most High within their music. One of the last artists that I would listen to when I was in the commercial arena, so to speak, even though I stuck to the underground music most of my life, was Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was one of those artists that, even though she was commercial, man, her music was very spiritual. Her music was giving a lot of praise to the Most High. And that's why I'm so grateful that she kind of got out of the industry to a certain degree, because if she didn't, who knows where she would be at right now. Like a lot of our brothers and sisters that get into the music industry and wind up having to sell their soul, for a Happy Meal. Or they usually, they make a blood sacrifice and a blood bond with Satan. And it happens to the best of them. That's why you've heard me talk about Kanye, where it's like he's one of them. And the Most High gave him an opportunity to get out of the music industry when he got into that accident in California. But what did he do? He kept pressing on and being persistent for that fame and fortune. And the rest is history from there, right? Look at everything that's happened to him. And look at where he's at now. He's misleading a lot of people. He's becoming the new Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson for the so-called woke generations and the younger generations, where everybody's rocking with him. I had a man who sent me a message on my TikTok page when I was putting out some of these audiograms of my episode talking about the whole Kanye thing. And he was like, well, he's black just like me, so I'm rocking with him. That's it. And this is a grown-ass man that was like well in his late 50s, early 60s. But it doesn't surprise me, because that's why they're allowing him to do this. And we're going to see where it goes. But as you can see, like a lot of these artists, they don't know if they're coming or going, man. They're all over the place, just like him and many others. And then there's others that have a very strong allegiance to Satan, and they don't hide it. They're like, hey, I'm with Satan, and I'm not, that's where I put all my faith in. And they'll say, hail the master, hail Satan. And that's what it is. And, I actually have respect for those artists more than the ones that try to pretend and act like that's not the case when we know that it is. So we're going to talk about that. And I did want to take the time out to play a lot of music, it's not something that I've done lately where I play music at the end of the show like I normally do, but I wanted to play music throughout the show. So it's going to be a couple of tracks that I'm going to start out with. And this was a track that was sent to me last year. Now, this is more of a kind of like a spoken word piece, but very powerful. And it's from a sister that I've had come on to the show by the name of Carolyn Michelle. And this spoken word piece is very poetic, and it's called Spot Check. All right. So it's a pretty lengthy piece. It's about 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but very powerful. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give the opportunity for those that are tuning in on the live broadcast. And speaking of that, before I start playing music, let's talk about all the people that are supporting the network of awareness, because I always like to give out my shout outs to my supporters that have been with me since the very beginning, as well as those that have come on board throughout the past 2 years. Now, granted, as many of you know, I've had a lot of people fall off my show that used to listen, but I say, hey, it is what it is. Can't get caught up with that, because at the end of the day, some people are meant to be around for a season. And then there's those that are truly loyal and truly committed to this truth and are going to stick by you because they know it's the right thing to do. And that's many of you that are still here today, and those that have been joining, because there's a lot of people that recently have subscribed to my platform. And I'm just so grateful of all the people that are coming on, because we have similar interests and I talk about things that they're interested in. Now, I did put out a post where I asked people to send me via email or on my website of different topics that they want me to talk about. So I'm going to get into that stuff in season 5, and we're closing in on season 5 very soon. But with that being said, let's talk about the people that support me around the world as of late. And some of the countries that have been supporting and downloading the show around the world is places like South Africa. Thank you so much. Sweden. Thank you. Saudi Arabia, Poland, Morocco, Italy, Ireland, Georgia, and that's Georgia near Russia, Spain. Gracias a toda mi gente in Spain. Denmark, Germany. Shout outs to Brazil. We also got Bangladesh. Shout outs to all my young brothers from Bangladesh, because I know y'all listening and y'all be showing me a lot of love in Instagram. Also, Azerbaijan. I hope I'm Azerbaijan. That's a new one. So whoever's people listening to me there, thank you so much, because you're pretty new on the scene. We also have the Netherlands, the Philippines, who's been rocking with me for quite some time, as well as Mexico. Mexico, the numbers are increasing. So thank you so much to all my people in Mexico. Gracias pa todo, pa soportando el network de awareness. Gracias. Pinche way. Pinche way. And then we also have India. Shout outs to all my... India's been rocking with me, as well as the United Kingdom, since the very beginning. So thank you to these two countries, United Kingdom and India, because these two countries are the first two countries, even before the United States, that put me onto the map. I mean, literally, they put me onto the map. And I will never forget that. I appreciate you, brothers and sisters from the United Kingdom and from India, greatly. Can't forget Canada. Canada's been there too for a while. And their numbers are strong and just getting stronger as as we progress in this podcasting platform called the Network of Awareness, that we're steadily striving to get better and better so that we can serve the Most High better. And just to let you know, it's not just me. Even though I own the network, we also have the Golden Apple podcasts. We also have the 101 with Oxakai. And of course, we collaborate with Alpha Talk series. So these brothers like Billy Izzy and Oxakai are very committed to serving the Most High and really giving you quality information to help you navigate through this very challenging thing called life here on earth. And all praises to the Most High that we have the ability and the strength to bring out these messages, to serve the Most High. Now, when it comes to the states of the United States, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Now, there's usually a couple of states that are not listed for whatever reason. Sometimes could be a number of things, but thank you to all the people that I don't get to mention here. We also got DC. Shout outs to DC, Rhode Island, Indiana, Colorado, Washington, Alabama, Nevada, South Carolina, Connecticut. Shout outs to my family out in Pennsylvania. Shout outs to all my peoples in Pennsylvania. Shout outs to Kentucky. Also, shout outs to Ohio, baby. Ohio. Keep your head up for this winter. And then shout outs to Louisiana, even though, there's somebody that I used to deal with out there that I no longer. So I've seen the numbers dropped in Louisiana significantly, but that's okay. Because like I said, certain people are meant to be around for a season. But for those that are still listening to me in Louisiana, I greatly appreciate it. Shout outs to Virginia. Shout outs to my cousin, Edwin. Shout outs to Missouri. Now, I do know in Missouri, I got a lot of haters. So thank you to all the haters that still listen to the show. And for those that don't as well. But I know y'all trolling, so keep trolling. It's all good, baby. Shout outs to Minnesota. Minnesota's definitely come up in their support when it comes to downloading the show. Shout outs to Arizona, right? Got to show love to brother Oxakai. Shout outs to Oklahoma, home state of brother Yazan. Peace of brother Yazan. We'll be playing some of his very lyrical, spiritually lyrical music today. Spiritual metaphors. We also have Tennessee. Shout outs to Tennessee. And then we have Illinois. Shout outs to everybody in Illinois. If you haven't checked out the Curiosity Chamber podcast, check out brother Jay Barone from the Curiosity Chamber podcast. Greatly appreciate him. Shout outs to North Carolina, man. North Carolina's been sticking with a brother for quite some time here. And then shout outs to California. Shout outs to Alkalize Warrior, brother. Keep it going. Alkalize Warrior, he's on Instagram and he gives a great education about a lot of things, but especially when it comes to an alkaline health and the importance of drinking ionized water, which him and I are both owners of Kangen water machines. Shout out to Kangen. Then shout outs to my daughter and her fiance out in New Jersey. And shout outs to my family in New Brunswick. And shout outs to everybody in New Jersey, Jersey City, and all the other places that listen to the show out there. And then we can't forget New York, right? Shout outs to the 5 boroughs, BX, Manhattan, Brooknorm, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island, Yonkers, Mount Vernon, Rockland County, Westchester County, Orange County, upstate, you know. Shout outs to Schenectady and Newburgh, and shout outs to everybody, you know, Albany, all the places up north. Shout outs to my boy Dave Owens family. Shout outs to Texas, baby. Texas been standing strong with me for quite some time, so greatly appreciated. And shout outs to Georgia. You know how Georgia does. Like they've been showing me lots of love. Right there with Florida being number 1. Shout outs to everybody in the Tampa area. Shout outs to everybody in Pinellas Park, St. Petersburg, West Palm, Miami, all across this state. So shout outs to all you people. Really appreciate it. So let's start some music off with this spoken word piece. This is called Spot Check by Sister Taryn Michelle. Let's go.
The spot check. That quick once over to inspect, correct, and try to perfect my imperfections. A shift, pull, tug, or cover up was in play for those sections that needed to be hidden. And I ain't talking only about what could be seen in a mirror. Hell, that reflection, muddled and heavily soiled by the lies broadcast that I chose to own. So much so I disowned my birthright and labeled it inferior. The lies that defined what value should look like and be, value that never belonged to me because I had no clue I was what I sought. But since I bought the vision of less being more, I inadvertently waged a war during peacetime, increasing the time I wandered in darkness, looking for the cure from my captor. After signing myself up for certain death, on the day of the rapture, see, I had become their captor while being unaware I wasn't free. This is why I sought solutions from the same source who imprisoned me by occupying space in my mind. Turns out being blind was my choice. I was no victim. I chose to deny the calling within my soul for answers that lay well beneath the surface. I determined what my curse is. When I cursed my creator by choosing to try on suggestions for wholeness from fragmented man and fragmented lands, wielding deceptive plans and an agenda that needed the needy, greedy, lost, impatient, and excitedly distracted. The ones who reenacted chaos because it's easy, even though the expected results kept them queasy and broken. The lost have become tokens to be played by the puppet master who sit and marvel at disaster that pay dividends, while each day we become closer to an end we don't want to own. So back then, as I stood in front of that mirror, all I could do was spot check. I allowed my eyes to scan and memorize every inch of me that didn't fit their mold. Of course, I was never told they didn't even fit the mold they sold me. There was no label disclaiming to buyers after purchase you chip away pieces of your identity and soul. That you'll step from your pedestal as royalty and diminish the very value of your melanin. See, they knew before you are black gold. Because I am his and he is me, I met the bottom in these lands. And at the bottom, I raised my hand to be helped from the pit I'd chosen, only to be met with judgment and silence as my mental reel replayed the violence of my declarations of self-hate. I guess I deserved this fate, as it was a part of my purchase, so maybe I should lay and wallow. Then, my soul, called by a gentle whisper reminding me there's more than one path to follow. Daughter, you raised one hand, but will you raise both? The voice asked of me. This was the first time I realized I wasn't free, but could be, because I am his, and he is me. Just as I chose to stand before a mirror and pick which parts of me were worthy of scrutiny, I could choose to take in the glory of his creation, all of me. The second time I stood before that mirror, I knew I was not alone, because I had chosen to take the walk with him. I chose to ask his solutions and blocked off outside offers. So this time, as my eyes scanned my naked body from head to toe, I was amazed how distorted the first time was. I was flawed perfection, and the most beautiful parts were the sections deemed unsalvageable before. It's amazing how choosing to look through the lens of God cures self-hate and delusions of grandeur. It's just that simple. When he is the first choice with no room for alternatives, hopelessness will fade. In being dedicated to the hardest work one can ever do, the inside work, your reward is the ultimate source and resource coming to your aid. The lies that replay in our minds eventually become the truth we live and dress up to disguise our pain. Insane, but true when we lose connection to our God identity. When I reconnected to her, then he and I could vibe again. It's never easy with God as my best friend, but neither is the latter. And since my soul is all that matters, I'm all in.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
Trapped in a world, but they don't want how you learn. No, they want everybody the same. They don't want to see that proper growth and development. Expanding my brain so I can learn what I can. All because of how you learning knowledge that I never thought I would. You get me, yeah, cause of how you learning. They don't want nobody having that knowledge. Waking up in a different light, got my mind right. It took me time just to put it together. You know you not learning nothing when you second guessing, because it all lies. They put us in school for 12 years plus. Got the nerve to give us a paper certificate. I've been watching quite some time. Finally, that I see what's going on. Every time that I lay down, yeah, I feel sad.
I'll start off my morning run about 6 o'clock. Not like I got a choice. It's just it's rough.
Trapped in a world, where they don't want how you learn. No, they want everybody the same. They don't want to see that proper growth and development. Expanding my brain so I can learn what I can. All because of how you learning knowledge that I never thought I would. You get me, yeah, cause of how you learning.
Remember 6 a.m. waking up to get to class. Now it be 5 a.m. I'm rising up to hit them laps. School never taught me to be this disciplined with myself. All praise to Yahweh, been Yahweh helping me with my health. The spirit keeps me up even though we all packed in the jungle. The elites be lying, they want you mentally trapped in a bubble. You see them smile on TV, always acting like they love you. Don't wanna see you rise up, they wanna see you ash and rubble. I keep my acts in humbleness in hopes that the Lord will favor me even more, cause he's the one that has my number. He's been my guide, he's made me wise. He's all I know until the end, I'm gonna grind. Looking up to the sky, trying to stay righteous with the storm on my side. The crown of life is my why. I'm asking Father, please help guide me to the light.
Trapped in a world, where they don't want how you learn. No, they want everybody the same. They don't want to see that proper growth and development. Expanding my brain so I can learn what I can. All because of how you learning. Learning knowledge that I never thought I would. You get me, yeah, cause of how you learning.
All right. So those two songs that were played was Spot Check from Carnal and Michelle. And then we had a song by AIM, and that's called Higher Learning featuring Take One. Beautiful song, Higher Learning. It's one of my favorite songs. It's one of those songs that if you, let's say you're in a bad mood, this is the type of music that can bring a lot of peace of mind and peace to the spirit. Because the Most High doesn't want us to be angered. And a lot of this cardinal music brings out the anger. And it brings it out heavily. But let's talk about some music here, because what I want to do here is I just want to bring reference when it comes to music and how the scriptures talks a lot about music, because we have to remember something. A lot of people say that music comes from Satan, which is not true. I think Satan knows how to manipulate music, but where does Satan come from? Satan comes from the Most High, right? Because the Most High created good and Most High created evil. And when you look at music and how music operates, there are scriptures that give reference to the power of music. And one of the songs that I will play in a little bit is a song that it's the first song that I had written with Take One. And it's called The Power of Music. Now, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to go to the 1 Samuel, and I'm going to go to chapter 18 in Samuel. And just give me a second, because I want to read this scripture in regards to music and let you know that the Most High is in control of all of this. And that's one thing we have to remember, because I think the enemy wants us to really be hopeless and think that, oh, the Great Reset is coming and the Illuminati and the Jesuit orders are going to do this and that. And it's a one world order system that they're trying to create, and they're trying to make us into automatons. And I talk about all this. But at the end of the day, it's faith over fear Friday, right? Got to have the faith, because we have to understand that righteousness is always going to defeat the wickedness, no matter what, people. And that knowing alone brings me great peace, because being, working towards being rooted in this word for someone like myself is very important to me right now, because I'm seeing this spiritual warfare in ways that I didn't even think I was going to experience. I thought that I would never experience this. I thought this would be more for my child or my grandchildren, right? But this is happening right now. So let's understand this a little bit better through the word of the Most High. So I'm going to read Samuel 1, chapter 18 and verse 6. And it says, "And it came to pass as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, that the woman came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul with the tabrets, with joy and with instruments of music. And all praises to the Most High for that, because that's what we do. That's what spiritual music is. It's music of joy, right? And music has a way of having a very, very profound influence on our spirits. And that's why the enemy knows that, because just like it can bring us, it can fill us with great joy, and the beautiful instruments that can put us in a very meditative state, help us with concentration. It does so many things, like frequency, like even playing music for plants is a great thing to help the plants grow and to blossom. That's why a lot of botanists play classical music, because classical music vibrates at a high frequency when it comes to positivity. Those positive frequencies, the plants grow better because the plants are life, right? They are life forms that are alive. They're not dead. They're very much alive, just like we are. Plants have a spirit to them, just like the trees. So it's not a coincidence that a lot of botanists play classical music to basically keep those plants at a high vibrational frequency. So now let's go to another verse in the scriptures in regards to music. And I'm going to pull up Chronicles here, and it's going to be chapter 15 here in Chronicles. So give me a second while I pull that up, because there's so many references to music in the scriptures. That's it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, music is a beautiful thing. It's a lot of people give it negative connotations because in the way it's used. And a lot of this cardinal music these days has saturated the radio waves. Something awful. I mean, some of the music that I hear, I'm just like, I can't believe they're playing this. But yet, they are. So here's another scripture, Chronicles 15:16. It says, and the children of the Levites hear the ark of God upon their shoulders with the slaves thereon, as Moses commanded according to the word of the Lord. And it says, and David spake of the Lord, of the Levites, to appoint their brethren to be the singers with instruments of music. Okay? And it says, let me see if I can pronounce this word right. It says perthereles and harius and cymbals sounding by lifting up the voice with joy. And I believe that's an instrument. I'm going to look it up. But as you can see, the word joy, when it comes to these scriptures and music, is a repetitive word that's used throughout the scriptures when making reference to music that's giving praise to the Most High for the men and women that have been anointed and are following the word of the Most High, that are rooted in that. So a lot of praise through instruments and singing was given unto the Lord Most High, all right? That which is and always will be, through music. And it brought about great joy. You ever hear a song that gives you such great goosebumps, and it gives you such a exhilarating feeling of joy to where it feels like very similar to adrenaline, but it's not an adrenaline that you get from being in a state of shock or being in a high pressure moment. It's an adrenaline of joy. And it's because that music is invigorating whatever frequency is tapping into the higher chakras of the spirit that's keeping you connected to that higher self, which that's where the Most High lays within us. That's that kingdom of heaven that the Messiah was talking about. All right. That's within all of us. If we choose to embrace it, or well, like a lot of the Carnal music, when we're listening to that type of music, we don't embrace it. We actually stray away from it. So, as I said, I'm going to play some music throughout this broadcast. So the next song that I want to play is a song that I had spoken about previously on this show in regards to the power of music. And this is a song that I wrote with Brother Take One. And by the way, I don't know if I got to mention it, but Take One was going to be on the show, but he couldn't. So for those that were seeing that in the description page for the promo that I put out, he was going to be on the show, but he decided that he couldn't be on the show. So just want to let people know that. But also, when it comes to this song, when we wrote it, very much felt like there was that benevolent spirit of the Most High with us during the process of bringing this song together. So this is called The Power of Music, people. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
The title of the show is called Music, Satan's Favorite Gateway, because music can be a demonic portal. What I mean by that, everybody knows the popular quote, what goes in must come out, all right? Because whatever you feed your mind and soul is going to eventually reflect in your actions and your thoughts.
It's a fight to the finish, just like Tyson and Silas. The spirit guides me to finish. To touch you, I hope you feel it. No doubt, and that's for the pigeons. Fist right to the villain of evil, manipulating this generation of children. Things I see in the media got me heated up. Girls barely in their teens used for pedophilia. Celebrities simply misleading them. How can you live with yourself knowing damn well that you deceiving them? Feeding them nonsensical bullshit for their mental, like it's cool to be famous when you know it's detrimental. Y'all convince them that it's hard work, dedication, and God. Last time I checked, we give all our praises straight to Yahweh. Hey, come on, the music is more than just vibes. It keeps us pushing forward every day of our lives. It's my 9 to 5 to do it and do it right. You know I gotta stay on the grind.
If deception was the only way that I could reach the me, I would stop rapping in a heartbeat. Music is a way of praising Father Yahweh Elohim, but Babylon tells you chase the dream. Infinite songs, but only 1/3 of it is living up to what it's supposed to be. Thank Elohim for the remnant who understands the power of music.
The fear of COVID got people so petrified. In one's life lies, Yah and Satan choose a side. A lot of righteous haters try to play both sides. They lack faith and work so spirit stays penalized. I realize life is hard without the Most High, and he who knows there's much to learn is really wise. Mad grateful to be alive to see the sun rise. Try to stop my vibes, I'm exercising swords and arms. I'm in my prime, righteously prepared to shine and grind. So shock this surprise every time you analyze my rhymes. Cause ORRA's aligned with stars you can't even find. I spit that light that leaves chills up and down your spine. You coulda, woulda, but didn't. Who you kidding? In my fans, frontin' forbidden. Who the fuck is you fibbing? You better think twice before you think I'm tripping on y'all children. If you feel hard, then we gonna make you harder. Hear it?
If deception was the only way that I could reach the me, I would stop rapping in a heartbeat. Music is a way of praising Father Yahweh Elohim, but Babylon tells you chase the dream. Infinite songs, but only 1/3 of it is living up to what it's supposed to be. Thank Elohim for the remnant who understands the power of music.
Feel like music music influences your behavior or people's behavior?
If you allow music to do it, it's a difference. You know, like I said, there's people out here who could consume music one way and not, well, at least they feel that they're not affected by it. There's other people who live their life through music. Like anything that certain artists say is Bible to them.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
The mind of the soldier holds stars deep as an ocean.
He chose and focused, devoted to get a crown and a road with it.
Road is narrow and focused, you can tell by the way in which he flows with it.
None of these rappers, opposers a lost soul in them.
Holding them all accountable for the music controlling them.
Countless of hundred thousands of soulless people supporting them.
Righteous music accounts, most folks won't go to them.
Don't worry about it, cause Yahweh knows who the chosen is.
Shalom to them for constantly dropping projects for Yash to spin.
Food for the spirit, once you hear it, now you confident.
Daily battle, fighting hard like we in a boxing gym.
Babylon ain't looking tall no more, she needs oxygen.
Got the wind, still got motions floating that we got to live.
Positive, roller coaster, corporate, watch cooperative.
Jab now, cry later, just not with the consequence.
Zombies swelling in the dark, my direction where Yahweh is.
Destined for greatness, but not the kind that you're thinking of.
Pointless being famous in a realm that the demons run.
Yet, you still got takers who making vibrations.
Elated egos and cadences leave you feeling all vacant.
Cause Satan takes them and breaks them and makes them look real amazing.
The gazing phase in the matrix, embracing the vacant awakened.
The cake and bacon temptation persuades to change your foundation. If Yahweh ain't in your brain, you'll end up this confabulation.
In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. A lot of righteous haters try to play both sides. In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. In one's life lies Yah and Satan's truth inside. A lot of righteous haters try to play both sides.
In the mix, 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 in the mix.
It comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. It comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. Don't cross that line or we gotta let the sword fly. It comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. It comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. So don't cross that line when we gotta let the sword fly. All praises to the Most High. First off, I just want to say that every single day a blessing, so I'm really stepping, trying to find my way back. Counted the cost, repented of flaws, I'm trying to live. Yeah, the kingdom of heaven abroad. Have hope in my dreams, I pray I don't fall. I pray for the ones who is lost. I'm feeling the sorrow of times. I'm looking on up in the sky. I'm seeing a lot of the signs. It's either repent or you die. Cannot be walking two sides. Choose to stay who you ride for. Cemented in faith till I die. You don't really wanna fall off. Keep your head up. Keep my sword with me with armor. We won't let up. Sharpen up your brothers, others who we care for. Always shine the light for the Most High in Christ. It comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. It comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. Don't cross that line or we gotta let the sword fly. It comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. It comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. So don't cross that line when we gotta let the sword fly.
I wonder why we was created, but later I got my answers. Was
searching scriptures daily, trying to get rid of this cancerous spirit. Bear witness, I live these holy commandments. Repent, or you gon' perish. Destruction is way too scary. Every day I wake, I give all praises to the Most High. Living in this lie, learn the truth, or you gon' die. Ain't much time left, the Savior coming, looking to the sky. It ain't no disguise, gotta armor up my own mind. Gotta get it, spirit dripping, these gifts don't got no limits. I'm just wishing I could live in that holy kingdom with them. Focus on the mission, eyes locked in tunnel vision, no paganism. We truly follow Christ, that real Christian.
There comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. There comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. Don't cross that line or we gotta let the sword fly. There comes a time when we gotta praise the Most High. There comes a time when we repent in the Lord's eyes. Been traumatized, we just weep until we sore eyes. So don't cross that line, we gotta let the sword fly.
All praise to the Most High. Repent and perish.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
Please just tell me what's happening to me in plain English without the bump out jump out.
Hey, how can you walk upright when your pants falling and you sipping on lean? Ain't even go a day without Mary. Stuck in a web of rejection. Billboard stars twisting your conscience up like a wind-up toy. Got your daily problems all bottled, but you try to cap it with a pill. Reveling views for the thrill, an escape to remove from the real. Is it really cause you in peril, or it's a mimic Hollywood? Please tell. Sip after sip, snip after snip. You're killing yourself, can't see it's draining your soul and taking a toll. Don't take it from me, tell him JB.
My spirit was dead, clouded with haze. I was chasing the high, labyrinth mind, numbing the pain. Stuck in a cycle, I wish I had closed. I look at my wounds, open as torture, but it's too soon. Another excuse, I was addicted. Capital E, evicted out my own body, had no control, passenger seat. I was out for a ride and I noticed that the ride won't end. Had to jump out that car, took a leap of faith. Too attached, had me crash, got up leaning, and I got out scarred. Most I say my life, he cut them demons down. He healed me all around. So I'ma tell you right now, this world ain't worth it, no. Those drugs ain't worth it, no. Don't lose your purpose, whoa. Yes, I'm talking to you, children. Listen to your parents now while you have them. Especially hold fast to their words when they talking about Messiah. Consider this a warning now.
Sometimes the best thing to do is walk away so you can protect your peace, protect your energy, and keep growing. You'll never be able to fully grow into your true potential until you learn to let go of the things that are holding you back and weighing you down. Yeah, I've been going through it, but I never asked why. I just know I gotta fly, I'm gone, spiritually growing. Yeah, I gotta go and touch the sky, left behind, praise Yah, and I'm gone. Been going through this journey of life, such a wild ride. So many ups and downs, so many that done drag me down. Had to let them go, lot of pain up in my soul, but I gotta keep going on. When you start waking, they say you change and start rearranging the way they start acting towards you. Turn they back on you, you said you never leave. Cut the heart up off my sleeve and just stepped on it. Should've just kept that shit, at least it would be beating. I'm feeling defeated, fatigue, I can't catch my breath. Just wanna collapse, yeah, I keep on running laps. Miss y'all, but no turning back. You said what you said and did what you did, so I gotta leave. All that shit can't be undid. I gotta leave. Protect my energy. forever love you though. I've been going through it, but I never asked why. I just know I gotta fly, I'm gone, spiritually growing. Yeah, I gotta go and touch the sky, left behind, praise Yah, and I'm gone. I'm so tired, but I gotta keep on going. I can't let y'all my wife or my son down, so I gotta keep on growing. Such a long journey, but a longer way to go. Can't let it go. My heart is cold, it's made of gold. Got to keep on pushing for my son. I'm the chosen one, was built for this. Why they say they love me, but keep talking shit. Not trying to complain, just venting empty in my soul. I gotta let it go. Releasing, receiving so much favor from Yah. Shalom, Barakatah, I'm gone. I got to keep on stepping, just serving my purpose. Yeah, been going through trials, but fucking man, it's worth it. Because I'm only going up from here. Faith over fear, yeah. I've been going through it, but I never asked why. I just know I gotta fly, I'm gone. Yeah. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. Israelite, yeah, the most I've been my light. He enlightened me and make me see some things the sheep just won't believe. Mysteries will be revealed unto the meek. Just keeping the commandments, those that are chosen understand it. Yeah, yeah. Shalom to all my brothers and my sisters. We deliver, living different. We enlighten, never frightened. Faith remains in Yah. Keep it poppin'. Shout out to Yashkara on 7stage.com. The warriors, lions, tribe of Judah. We the highest. We the chosen ones. Yeah, we never run. We keep on climbing. Yeah, we're here for the win. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. How can't they see the shit that's going on beyond me? You in the dark to stay away, might try to steal my light. We have to stand, have to fight. Yeah, you been my mind, you been my eyes, so I can see you everything I need. Yeah, never rely on man, always agendas, but y'all always got the bigger plan. Yeah, it's so tremendous, and his weapons is commencing, called the 1/3. I know you heard, we about to kill off all the demons. If you with us, you believe in Barakatah. Yeah. We the chosen ones. Yeah, we never run. We keep on climbing. Yeah, we're here for the win. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Giving praise every day, demons, yeah, we slay. Giving praise every day, straight up to Yahweh. Yeah, we giving praise, all praise to Yahweh.
Yeah, what a beautiful song, people. That's from Rico Moss. The song before that, Spiritual Growth, was from Rico Moss as well. And, you know, brothers like this are children of Israel. You know what I mean? So, you know, definitely Brother Rico was not a concubine Gentile. You know, he knows what I mean by that. Definitely a child of Israel. Can't believe in other people's narratives based on their opinions, right? We have to go with what is true. And I can tell you that this brother is a child of the Most High and a child of Israel. And it shows in his music. Here's another song by a brother who I mentioned earlier by the name of Yazan. And this song is there's a lot of spiritual metaphors. So for somebody who is not lyrically inclined, when they hear this music for the first time, this type of song, it sounds good to them. But this is the type of music that you have to keep listening to over and over again to really absorb it, to really have so that it can really have some meaning to what you're understanding in the theme of the song, because there's so much to it. And I remember telling the brother when I interviewed him, this, like, if you're an artist, like if you're an MC and you listen to this type of music from this brother, you can catch some of it, but even you got to replay it a couple of times to realize what it is that he's saying, because there is a lot of metaphors in here. So this song is called Hopscotch. This is from Brother Yazan. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
ORRA, the informationalist.
Yo, let me tell you how the story go. Swear to God, man, it be so historical. Seen the aura and the aura go. She was feeling on my stomach, talking about I'm the one with the abnormal flow. What the sign in your horoscope? A Virgo with extra turbo on fire. Watch me inferno, get burned, ho. Motherfucker nigga wanna come and get in my business. So when it's me chillin' on the beach like Venice or Daytona, they go cray, cause my skin so Crayola. Flow so low like Noah's Ark. Never in the back like Rosa Parks. Showing this love with a broken heart. I know deep down you know it's art. Don't give a damn, we just damage. Build it up, then enhance it. Hop in the van, then we vanish. Watch a UFO landing. When I hop in that, oh my knob is gon' fit. The way I play is so demanding. Swing through your Milky Way. Hopscotch on your planet. Don't give a damn, we just damage. Build it up, then enhance it. Hop in the van, then we vanish. Watch a UFO landing. When I hop in that, oh my knob is gon' fit. The way I play is so demanding. Swing through your Milky Way. Hopscotch on your planet. Slow it down for my people. Are you good or you evil? Are you wolf or you sheeple? Or the farmer looking through the peephole? Too shallow? No, that was deep, bro. Well then, get it started. I be eating, I be starving. The way I grind be so gnarly. I can hear these haters talking. I don't have to beg a pardon. Wicked images I bury it. Same Michael on a chariot. Rough life, better cherish it. Lack the knowledge and you perishing. Keep it real with your tribe. Everywhere I go, we survive. Like the dog star, I'm serious. Mother Nature on a period. I see the sun getting brighter. Super Saiyan through your hydro collider. But what is your concern with Surdo? But you never felt this from a Virgo. On fire, Dante's Inferno. She want me to put my worm in a wormhole. This cute chick from Pleiades. She look like Sade from the 80s. In her galaxy, I get so groovy. Why your universe feel like a movie? She want me to fill up on her. Don't have to take my shot, she gripping the toolie. Don't give a damn, we just damage. Build it up, then enhance it. Hop in the van, then we vanish. Watch a UFO landing. When I hop in that, oh my knob is gon' fit. The way I play is so demanding. Swing through your Milky Way. Hopscotch on your planet. Don't give a damn, we just damage. Build it up, then enhance it. Hop in the van, then we vanish. Watch a UFO landing. When I hop in that, oh my knob is gon' fit. The way I play is so demanding. Swing through your Milky Way. Hopscotch on your planet. Planet, 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 planet.
Welcome to Faith Over Fear Fridays at the Network of Awareness, baby. You know how we do. When you live in the present, there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. Shout outs to all the brothers and sisters from overseas. Here's another track called Fuji from you know who, Brother Aksakai. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to the Network of Awareness.
The one and only Aksakai.
Let's go, brothers and sisters. Happy Sabbath to all of y'all. Yeah, that was Brother Aksakai. Let's take this delay off. And people, I just wanted to mention something in regards to the instruments that I talked about in the days of antiquities. Here in scriptures, it talks about, it says, and David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers with instruments of music and psalteries. That's how it's pronounced, psalteries. Now, what a psaltery is basically an instrument with strings that you pluck at, right? And it's those ones that if you see some of the older movies where they'll show a guy or a girl and it's like a V-shaped wooden instrument that's has like a round, hollow bottom to it and it's vase like a triangle with a string on it, and they pluck it. So that's what's called a psaltery. So it says the psalteries, harps, and cymbals sounding by lifting up the voice with joy. And I'm so grateful and blessed that I have people in my life that I consider friends that are so talented and are rooted in this word as well, and have the utmost faith, the unwavering faith in the Most High, because it shows not only in their works, but it shows within the talents of their works. So I'm just very grateful that we have brothers and sisters with such great gifts and that are giving those gifts back to serving the Most High, which is also serving us, which is his children in his truth. So with that being said, let's play another song here, and I'm going to be wrapping things up within the next 15 minutes. So let's get a couple of more songs out. And this is a song that many of you have heard, and some of you new listeners that have been subscribing to the NOA. This is called A Quest for Salvation. And this is a song between myself and Take One. And this is exactly what it says it is. This is a quest for salvation towards the Most High. You know, getting salvation with the Most High. And the only way you can do that is through the word and living a righteous life through the very principles that was taught by the Messiah when teaching us like how to be when he was here. And if you operate in that manner, which takes a lot of discipline, people, it's not easy. It's a lot of people that claim they're really in the word, but they're not living their life like that. And I think a lot of it is because it comes with great responsibility in many of us. And I've been guilty of this many of times where it's like, we want to serve the Most High our way. And when that winds up happening, we wind up getting into our own way because our own way is not the right way. And the only right way is the Most High's way. So with that being said, let's play A Quest for Salvation. Let's go.
In the mix.
I done made mistakes on purpose to divide the word from the worthless. Reveal the facts to be certain. No pain, no gain in the verses. My faith been a lot before churches, cause Yah is person on person. So I'm worried about complicated versions, cause the call to divine divergence. I'm still hurting, so searching, networking and murking. Anytime think I drop my curtain, with a spirit that city suburban. I'm seriously merging and physically working on my purpose to lyrically service the mental malnourished until I perish.
Yahweh's gonna save the awakened, then take him to an ageless haven. Patient, I can't stray away, gotta keep obliterating the pavement. Still remember that day on the phone, Mark, he said, yo, don't you take your foot off the gas. Always something to give y'all praises.
We're the dark oasis, countless cases, a peak of faithless. I'ma need the patience, defeat the chases. We seek his graces for true salvation. We keep on praising, we go on blazing these revelations. Cease to hate, no altercations. Good vibrations, we back to basics to build foundations. Y'all defeated Satan. I done made mistakes on purpose to divide the word from the worthless. Reveal the facts to be certain. No pain, no gain in the verses. My faith been a lot before churches, cause Yah is person on person. So I'm worried about complicated versions, cause the call to divine divergence. I'm still hurting, so searching, networking and murking. Anytime think I drop my curtain, with a spirit that city suburban. I'm seriously merging and physically working on my purpose to lyrically service the mental malnourished until I perish. People pursuing acts of violence, stir persistent act of defiance, freely forming a righteous alliance, truly against the science appliance. On a mission with wisdom and guidance, steady defeating the ignorant science, sealy convicted and non-compliant. Spiritual wars that move in silence.
Let's talk about what matters. Drop the vanity, folks out here losing their sanity. Kids popping off, lost in fantasies. People grieving over loss of family. The evil that be with the power, turning the people with credence to cowards, seeking to seize believers with vows. Man, even Stevie can see that it's foul.
I done made mistakes on purpose to divide the word from the worthless. Reveal the facts to be certain. No pain, no gain in the verses. My faith been a lot before churches, cause Yah is person on person. So I'm worried about complicated versions, cause the call to divine divergence. I'm
still hurting, so searching, networking and murking. Anytime they can drop my curtain, with a spirit that city suburban. I'm seriously emerging and physically working on my purpose to lyrically service the mental malnourish until I perish.
Depression gone with every song, music led by another echelon.
To get you strong, keep pressing on, long after we dead and gone.
From dusk till dawn, we're righteously armed with spiritual lessons from Yah.
We where we belong, we keeping on, the righteous with third of Zion.
Records embellished with heavenly eloquence.
Elohim's presence presently evident.
Intricate elements, infinite intelligence.
Spiritual specimens lyrically resonant.
The gift was inheritance, smaller percentages.
Carefully measured and meant to be shared.
With the message projected, cemented, embedded.
The sensible question is, what will you get from it? I made mistakes on purpose to divide the worth from the worthless. Reveal the facts and be certain. No pain, no gain in the verses. My faith been alive before churches, cause Yah is person on person. So I'm worried about complicated versions, cause the call to divine divergence. I'm still hurting, so searching, networking and murking. Anytime they can drop my curtain, with a spirit that city suburban. I'm seriously emerging and physically working on my purpose to lyrically service the mental malnourish until I perish.
You are now tuned in to the network of awareness.
Every day I'm working, every day I'm praying, every day I'm grinding. Chances that I'm taking, walking out on faith, yeah. Fuck what they saying, cause we winning. Oh man, here we go again. Niggas mad again cause we changed, elevated, renovated the house within ourselves, kicked them out like Pam, slammed the door, never again let anybody in. Tryna rob me of my energy, call them out suddenly, losing memory. Hate it when you keep it real, know it's such a tough pill. Gotta deal, what's the deal? The world we living in is full of shit. Right there, can't even think, niggas weak, women street. Everybody envy, everything, all likes, all views with no reality. Everybody fake, claiming they awake. When's the last time you prayed or helped somebody out when it wasn't for the clout? Yeah, I'll never make millions, my soul I never sell. To get it, I'll praise to Yah. Every single day I'm growing, hallelujah. Separate myself from them. No, I cannot quit. Yeah, I gotta win. Praise you till the end. I'ma keep on working. I'ma keep on grinding. Every day I'm working. Every day I'm praying. Every day I'm grinding. Chances that I'm taking, walking out on faith, yeah. Fuck what they saying, cause we winning. I'll praise to Yah. Every day I'm praying. I'll praise to Yah. Every single day I'm growing, hallelujah. Walking out on faith, yeah. I'll praise to Yah. I'll praise to Yah. Every single day I'm growing, hallelujah.
All praises. All praise to the Heavenly Father, Yah Elohim, people. And this particular beat right here, people, this is for all of you people that have trollers and these people that hate on you. It has to bring balance to your life so that you can appreciate who you are and what you're doing even more. Because without this opposition, how would we know how much we are growing without this type of negative energy in our lives? But you got to add it up, baby.
Okay, alright. Add it up.
and love right now. Why, oh?
Shout outs to the free.
I ain't playing about it. I need my money right
St.
now.
Pete, Florida,
I don't care
stand
about
up.
that shit, but the hunters give me power to change the world. I'm coming for the man's throat. We killing Mother Earth.
Shout outs to all the MCs
Turn your TV
from Florida.
Off, read the book, stupid. Get your mind
I
right.
see you.
If we unite, we could do this. I was born to ride for the cause, wildin' out in my drawers. Bad it, fuck the laws, they corrupt. I do my own dance to my own drum, sing my own song. I ain't heard nothing real in so long. God soldier, yo, your time's over. Mobbing with my posse, overthrow ya. Power to the people. Love conquers all, kill what's evil. It's like 1, 2, 3. I go by the name that free. Peace and love, that's how I rock. And you know that we won't stop. Why, oh? 1, 2, 3. I'm for hope and equality. I can't believe that they done shot Nipsey. Too much violence, it must stop. Why, oh? No one's innocent. We all play a part. If we turn our heads, then we ain't pure of heart. Takes courage, baby. Who's coming with me? Who's down to step up? Who's getting busy on the punk beats? Pick your fucking trash up. Ocean's dying. Threw your damn cup out the window. Microplastics for the kiddos. More fire, more carbon. More liars in the government. Folks starving. Folks tired. Who's riding? It's like 1, 2, 3. I go by the name that free. Peace and love, that's how I rock. And you know that we won't stop. Why, oh? 1, 2, 3. I'm for hope and equality. I can't believe that they done shot Nipsey. Too much violence, it must stop. Why, oh? We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love right now. Why, oh? We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love right now. Why, oh? Hey yo, spread it. All that hatred, we got to dead it. If we don't come together, then we gon' regret it. Headed towards freedom with no break, no exit. The man's time is over. You can say I said it. Spread it. All that bullshit, got to stop it. Fighting against each other, yo, that's what he always wanted. Robbing for the guys, for my God. Get it on till I die. I'm a freedom ride. Change is gonna come. We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love right now. Why, oh? We gon' spread that peace and love. We gon' spread that peace and love.
I've been waiting on you, it's always been you. For 7 years I've been trying to deny it. 7 years, all of these feelings I'm hiding. 7 years with someone I couldn't vibe with, but you warned me. Like you pleaded with me when you told me to leave, but I wouldn't. I was talking to you when I should've and wanted to tell you move on when I couldn't. Your love's like a hurricane when it forms. I got caught in the eyes of the storm. I only dreamt of being caught in your arms. Now I'm afraid to be caught in this arm. It's an internal riot. I'm crashing and burning and I'm for sure I'm no pilot. I try to keep everything private. I really don't know if I can survive this. I've been waiting
Shout
for
outs
a
to the
long
BX,
time, and
baby.
I'm losing my mind and my patience. My feelings are nothing to play with. Here we go again. It's
Shout
back
outs
the
to Silver and
basics.
Lou
We go
Mora.
back and forth, then we
My
lose
brother Lincoln.
touch. At each other's neck like true blood. This is too much. I do too much for a true love. This is true love. In my line, never that. I always said you were my better half. Anything that she wanted, I let her have. Should've known nothing good in life ever lasts. In my line, it's only facts. I said my goodbyes, I ain't coming back. Told you there's no way that we'll come back from that. So I fade to black and I break a snap. She was lying. Where's the love? I pushed you away cause I had enough. You added to the pain. No,
Don't look back, brothers and sisters. When you throw something in the garbage, leave it there.
And I'm dying. You tore me apart so hard. Now I'm twisted and divided. Maybe it's you, but what if it's me? What if I'm not what you thought I would be? I could bless you without having this speech, but a woman like you is not easy to please. See, you could be cold and my temper is heated. We're broken and can't find the pieces. This thing that we have is misleading. Or could it be that there's a reason? Or maybe you're hiding your feelings. Maybe I'm not the one you're being real with. This is just something that you gotta deal with. Maybe you're hurting, you need time for healing. Or you're dead inside and need time for grieving. Maybe cause you have nothing to believe in. Say you love me, but do you even mean it? What is the reason for you always leaving? and tell me, what will you do with those other guys? When I'm the one that gives you butterflies, when are you going to realize that I'm the one that gives you real vibes? This is real life. The fruits of my labor are real right. This battle we have is a real fight. I wanna give up, but I hang tight, cause it feels right in my line. Show me love, we try to work out, but it never does. I was falling for something that never was, but getting high for you is a better drug. I ain't lying. I showed you love, the love that I gave was more than enough. But still somehow you wanna make this rough. That's why I continue to call you bluff. When the hands dealt, I try to hold back, but I can't help. I try to show you what this man felt. But you're just so into your damn self. It's a damn shame that I love you. I put no one else above you. I fell for you cause I trust you. I want nobody else but you, girl, so please don't make me say fuck you. Then I'm turning my back. Make no mistake cause I learned from the past. Got questions I know will hurt if I ask. I can't have the good if I can't take the bad. You're driving me insane. The thought of even losing would never be the same, no. There's nothing left to say. Don't know what I would do if I could never see your face, nah, nah. You're cold and my temper is heated. We're broken and can't find the pieces. Or could it be that there's a reason? Tell me why. You're driving me insane. Don't know what I would do if I could never see your face.
Know you listening to the one and only Oxycontin.
Yeah, this next joint is for all my peoples that came from a lot of struggle and made something out of their life. And these are to the brothers that are still going through certain struggles and still stuck in some mental prisons that put them in predicaments where it's nothing but straight survival. Let's go. Shout outs to all my brothers and sisters from the BX, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Harlem World, Staten Island.
Low kick.
Shout outs to everybody in the United Shenanigans of America going through it.
I got the 9 on me.
Yeah, you know I got the 9 on me.
It's time to ride or die, homie.
Yeah, it's time to ride or die, homie.
Man, this how we survive, homie.
Yeah, this how we survive, homie.
That's why I keep the 9 on me.
Yeah, you know I got the 9 on me.
This word is for the wise, either ride or you gon' die. It's the blind leading the blind. We've been fighting for our rights, now we fighting for our life. Still no light I see inside, but I see the light inside and pray I don't go out my mind. I got a 9 in my hand and a couple of bullets. All I need is a reason for me to load it and pull it. There goes one in the shoulder, another one in the leg. Gotta finish the job and put another one in his head. I was told it's him or me, I'ma live to see another day. Killer do the killing, I don't see it any other way. People do the talking, I don't care what motherfuckers say. Keep your social distance or you getting blown the fuck away. No more Mr. Nice Guy, I gotta be the bad boy. I'm on high alert, I got all of you niggas paranoid. I'm way too much at peace for you to ever bother mine. That's the bottom line, cause we all live in them borrowed time. The 9 on me.
Yeah, you know I got the 9 on me.
It's time to ride or die, homie.
Yeah, it's time to ride or die, homie.
Man, this how we we survive, homie.
Yeah, this how we survive, homie.
That's why I keep the 9 on me.
Yeah, you know I got the 9 on me. Do or die till I die, homie. I leave a nigga paralyzed, homie. What you know about the 9 on me? With that 45, feel like plies, homie. I look up at the sky like I'm the guy, homie. Got him grinding off the muscle you supply for me. What you know about your bestie trying to ride on you? I ain't never tell, bitch, I define loyal. That type of upper shit just make my blood boil you. How you hate me after all the shit I done for you? Now I'm forced to get my head right, but that's kinda hard with you to dodge death twice. Respect life, but this ain't a show, I'm dead nice. I'm the one that could bring us to the next fight. Shed light over everything bad, I'm the one with a gun, it's a tech bite. Blah.
King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughters. Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from the nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites you must not intermarry with them, because they would surely turn your hearts after their gods. Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love.
Young or old, it don't matter. Pussy can make even a tough mind shatter. For real. Such a pity, but the truth is evident. Just look at all the evidence. Artificial intelligence got nothing on these fellas when they see a honey walking by. Who's a dime? She's got the whole 9, looking fine from left to right. But deep inside, you don't know she's a demon looking to take complete control of you. Just look at her smile. Your game and your confidence ain't the key here. Satan knows who's awake and who's asleep still. Gotta be in the spirit at all times. Never drop them hands, keep that chin tucked, always stay sharp as a knife. Beauty can be a trap, an unescapable spider web. If you get wrapped in it, you're dead. Think with your brain, bruh, not with your nature. When the world falls, pussy's not gonna
save you, brothers and sisters. Let's go.
Wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his Yahweh, as the heart of David, his father, had been.
If it got the best of Solomon, what chance did you have? Made mistakes in the past, but I refuse to relax. If it wasn't for Yah, Ben would've stepped in the traps. I'm falling for a chick cause she got breasts in her ass. Looks are deceitful, but even more is the heart. The book's cover ain't enough to throw it in the cart. You gotta judge them by their labor, their behavior. If she hates the word of Yah, it's time to labor. Many men are slaves to the pussy. It's true. Do what I say and you may get a cookie. Got them dabbling in all kind of nonsense without conscience. He just wanna go home to get the bed rocking. Satan's busy in these troubled times. Give him an inch and he's certainly gonna take a mile. Shouts out to the 1/3. Don't let him take your crown. Walk with your head high, never down. Stay spiritually bound.
He followed Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did not follow the Lord completely, as David his father had done. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and for Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. He did the same for all his foreign wives, who burnt incense and offered sacrifices to their gods. The Lord became angry with Solomon, because his heart had turned away from the Lord, Yahweh of Israel, who had appeared to him twice.
It's always going to be worse before it gets better, brothers and sisters. That's why we got to have faith. Faith is our test. It's the test that never rests. Just when we think we've overcome one adversity, there's another one around the door or around the corner. But it's only meant to strengthen us in this spiritual warfare.
think you'll ever be able to get to that point? Or do you think
you are now tuned in to the network of awareness.
Always be in that aggressive mode.
ORRA. Information.
don't know, man. I mean, I just live for today. I just can't really, you know, see the future. You know, I mean, hopefully if I have more good days, I'll rap, you know, more serene.
All my life, I've been fighting to get to a place I belong. I belong. It gets hard, but I won't quit, 'cause I know the Lord's made me strong. Made me strong. Can't run, can't hide, 'cause life is still gonna always be there. All my life, I've been fighting to get to a place I belong.
I understand, and I really get it. I understand, everybody's different. I understand upbringings can be rough. Not everyone was raised with privilege. I understand everybody's cards are different. I understand everybody's got a mission. Your life wasn't even your decision. You were just stitched up, born, raised, and placed in this position. Sounds unfair, you didn't get a say, but Yahweh makes no mistakes. You might resent it, but your life plays a role in a big picture Yah has made. So whether you were raised wealthy or poor, there's no mistake as to why you were born. Don't be ashamed, don't be so torn. Learn to embrace that you're better than the norm.
All my life, I've been fighting to get to a place I belong. I belong. It gets hard, but I won't quit, 'cause I know the Lord's made me strong.
Let's go.
Can't run, can't hide, 'cause life is still gonna always be there. All my life,
faith over fear. All day, every day. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna do it because I'm just gonna do it. I hear it. No,
In the mix.
In the mix. In the mix. What state of mind I'm in. So if I be in a better state of mind, then yeah. But right now I'm just like all over the place.
Everything that I say, it's never been a lie. All the pain I endure, it made me wanna cry, 'cause it hurt deep inside. It pains me every day, it pains me every night. How much I gotta fight to keep myself alive. Can I take a break from shit? In a minute, I'm just gonna lose it. I don't wanna live like this. Self sound much better. I could get out the way, no suicide. Somebody gotta take me. I'm a battle to the end, guarantee never been a coward in this. Just fear restricted, better pay attention. What I gotta say is authentic. A lot of people cannot do this transparent. It's a different task to manage. Spread it out to the planet. Knows me on a personal tip. Gotta be straight from the hip. From the hip to the darkness. I don't want a part of it. Believe what I say. I want positive energy. Never want. I need a little bit of peace. I really wanna show all 32 teeth. Got a beautiful smile. It's been a while. I'm a really nice guy when I see you. High five. Only thing keeping me calm when I praise Yah. When I praise Yah.
All my life, I've been fighting to get to a place I belong. I belong. It gets hard, but I won't quit, 'cause I know the Lord's made me strong. Made me strong. Can't run, can't hide, 'cause life is still gonna always be there. All my life, I've been fighting to get to a place I belong. I belong.
I think that you'll be able to outgrow this, you know, this state of mind, you know, of like, you know, darkness and not, you know, being able to, I guess, put more positive energy in your music. And I'm not saying that you're, you know, saying that your music's not positive, but I'm just making a point like the state of mind that you're in, like as you're making this music, you know, instead of, you know, being always angry all the time, which I mean, like I said, it's in your right, but still like being able to rap from a more positive state of mind, like, you know, just more blissful, you know what I mean? And not so much, I guess, hurt and anger inside, you know what I mean? Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's better for you, man. It's for your own benefit, it's for your own sanity. And yeah, I definitely think you'll get there, you know, at some point.
Time will tell, my friend.
Yeah.
Only time will tell. But
Yeah.
All right, brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for tuning into this live broadcast of the Network of Awareness. And for those that didn't get to listen, of course, you can download the show on any streaming podcast, music listening platform. My shows are available on Spreaker, of course, where we do our live shows. And we're also available on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Pod Addict, Pandora, Audible, Amazon, and many, many others. And brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for listening to this episode, season 4, episode 89, music, spiritual verse cardinal. And if you're listening to that cardinal music, it's time to replace it with something more benevolent, something more positive, something more spiritual. So thank you. And when you live in the present, there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. And don't look for the light at the end of the tunnel, because the light is and always will be within you. So light up the darkness in that tunnel, because you are the peace, the love, and the light of the Most High, and walk in the spirit of the Messiah. So brothers and sisters, Barak Atah, peace and blessings, and all praise to the Most High.
This concludes the Network of Awareness podcast. For more information on the Network of Awareness, please subscribe via email to our website, networkofawareness.com, and follow us on Spreaker.com or any other listening apps you use. For any questions about the NOA, email us at ORRA@networkofawareness.com. Thank you for listening to one of the fastest growing podcast shows on society and culture in America and abroad. When you live in the present, there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.